Welcome to DC. You know where you're at, the USA Cup. You're taking it slightly, I'm taking it slightly. Now how you gon' act, oh you gon' be right back. Well we gon' be right here, we gon' be right here. You know where you're at, the USA Cup. You're taking it slightly, I'm taking it slightly. Now how you gon' act, oh you gon' be right back. Well we gon' be right here, we gon' be right here. We ain't going nowhere. Welcome to DC. DC, the home of Chuck Brown. Oh, you don't know the sound? Well, let me break it down. The G.O., the M.A. and B.O. See though, we've been pumping crank since an embryo. Really though, it's the city where the people hold the power. And you can see 9 dimes every half an hour. Well, Luncheon and Joe is the lingo. And brothers rob, so ain't nobody rocking mink coats. Take you back to the madness hats or how the city renamed Cigarettes Jacks or how even the mayor had a running with crack. But we all kept it real and we voted them back. But we got no stars that spit on bars like BET wasn't birthed in our backyard. So our NEG, our essence in our backyard. And Junkyard got us all going hard. You know where you're at, the USA Cup. You're taking it slightly, I'm taking it slightly. Now how you gon' act, oh you gon' be right back. Well we gon' be right here, we gon' be right here. You know where you're at, the USA Cup. You're taking it slightly, I'm taking it slightly. Now how you gon' act, oh you gon' be right back. Well we gon' be right here, we gon' be right here. We ain't going nowhere. Welcome to DC. I'm from the city, the district.
Yeah. Welcome to D Free Sports, where the NFL and not the NBA take the stage and hold center court. This be your channel for live, insightful commentary, your one fat source for combat sports. I hope you keeping up, cause I don't wanna lose. Y'all free, got the illest insight on boxing and foosball. Hosted by D Free, this channel dives deep into the X's and O's, so what be stepping on toes? Of course your man Judah always flexing his flows. I hope you checking your tone, give mad respect for the show. This ain't a channel for hate, you dudes ain't smooth enough, and if you cowards wanna debate, my man will chew you up. A lot of streamers be frontin', son, get your money up. He broadcasting live from the District of Columbia. Subscribe now and stay locked all season long, and bob your head to the music of my theme song. Yeah, yeah.
Who else could it be but your boy D Free? I got my co-host Dub right side right here. What's going on with you, Dub? What's going on with the people? We're back. We're back. The NFL is back. What's going on with you?
What's going on, Free? How you feeling, man? Hey, you know this is our favorite time of the year anyway. So,
Yes, sir. Hey, so let's get right into it, man. What happened with the free agency? What did you like? What did you dislike? Who was your winners? Who was you upset with? Let me know what you thought about the free agency.
man, so we got to start with the NFC East. We got to start there. So, as far as the Cowboys go, I don't know if we won or lost. You know what I'm saying? Missed on some. We ain't do nothing too huge in free agency. You know what I'm saying? We finally went and got a decent safety. Well, we got 2 decent safeties now, which we've been dying in the secondary anyways. Yeah, we had the worst damn defense. We had the 35th ranked defense, and there only 32 teams. I don't know how that worked. So, but I think the biggest acquisition we made this year was coaching. You know what I'm saying? Our coaching staff, we brought in Christian Parker from Philly. From everything you hear about him, you know what I'm saying? Young up-and-comer. He's our new defensive coordinator, 34 years old, brought in an entire new staff. And, man, we got some young folks on the staff finally. instead of a whole bunch of people that been coaching in the league for 45 years, still doing the same old nonsense. So now I thought we missed on a few things. I thought we missed on linebacker. I was hoping we could get either Nakobe Dean or my boy Quay Walker. You know what I'm saying? Both of them Georgia boys. And so I was hoping we could do something there. But everything else that we done been solid so far. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to have to hit in the draft if we're going to change this defense around. But, that, as far as the Cowboys go, that's what I got so far for you. Now, the Commanders, on the other hand, talk to me. Y'all going out here, y'all spending big money out here, ain't y'all?
Hey, the man AP said we're gonna be aggressive in the free agency, and that's exactly what he did. I believe Washington Commanders was the only team in the NFL to pick up a player every single day of week 1 of the free agency. They ended up with a total of, I want to say, they ended up with a total of 13 players they picked up in free agency. They picked up the safety Nick Cross from the Colts. They picked up the tight end Chingy.
For you went out.
Conwell. They picked up.
Hold on. You went out for a second. Start over.
No. They picked up Nick Cross, the safety from the Colts. They picked up Chingy, the tight end from Tennessee, Chingy Conwell. They picked up the edge Adafe Owe, and the edge from he was from the Chargers. They also picked up the edge from New England, Kayvon Chason. They picked up the linebacker Leo Canal. They picked up the cornerback Amik Robinson. They picked up the running back from Cleveland, Jerome Ford. They also picked up the running back from Tampa Bay, Rondell White. They picked up the wide receiver Van Jefferson. They added another wide receiver who already was with the team the previous year. They got him back from Jacksonville, and what's my guy? Brown. De'Ami Brown. They picked up Tim Suttle, which he was originally drafted by Washington. He played, I think, 4 seasons with Washington, and then we let him go, and he's back again. Man, they was adding players after players. They picked up they re-signed. They just re-signed Jeremy Reed to an extension. They just re-signed the running back we had last year, Mickelson. They went out here and did their thing. So I mean, I'm not even mad. I mean, right now we're going into the draft not needing anything. We're looking to pick the best player available, and the worst kept secret is we still waiting on it to happen. Is Brandon Ayuk. We just waiting on San Francisco to release him. He didn't already let it be known that he's coming to Washington. He want to play with Jaden Daniels. Everybody already know Washington is going to pick him up. San Francisco trying to prolong the obvious by holding on to him. They already canceled his guarantee purse that he was supposed to get because he got injured, and they said he had rehabbed away from the team. So they found the loophole in his contract to cancel his guarantee purse. So ever since then, he was like, man, I played my last down for the 49ers. I'm out. And the 49ers came out and said, Brandon Ayuk will not be playing for the 49ers ever again. So I'm trying to figure out why they holding on to him. I guess they want to make him suffer or whatever, but we already know where he's going. He's going to sign a 1-year prove-him deal with Washington. And then we'll see what he does. From what we've been hearing, all reports, His knee is good. He's been out here practicing and getting ready. He's ready to play. He could have played last year, but the 49ers didn't put him on the field. So he just sat on the sideline. I thought it was his choice, but it was the 49ers' choice, the reason why he didn't play at all last year.
No, I can see that. And it's a sad thing, you know what I'm saying? When teams, when they want you to rehab, how they want you to rehab, man. They want you in the facility all the time and that type of same thing happened with Trayvon Diggs for us. You know what I'm saying? And we end up cutting him, but at the end of the season, well, it wasn't even quite the end. We've got a couple more games, so I mean, it is what it is. But I think y'all done did the right thing. Y'all can go in and y'all can be really true to the draft, like you said, BPA, because you don't really have any real outlying needs right now on your team. So I wish I could say the same for my Cowboys. I wish I could, but I'd be lying to you if I did.
Yeah, I mean, I love what they did. Like I said, we went out there and AP said we're going to get younger and faster, and that's exactly what he did. Nobody that we signed this offseason is over the age of 28 years old. Nobody. Everybody's 28 or younger. Now, there's going to be a couple of guys that's going to hit 29 when the season starts, but they're still, nobody's over the age of 28. So he went out there and got younger and faster in all aspects of the game. The running back room is much better than what it was a year prior when you added Jerome Ford and you got Rondell White along with Ja'Cory Crosby-Merritt.
Rashid White. Rashid.
I mean, Rush.
I think it's Rashid.
No, it's Rashad White. Rashad White.
I know it was something.
Yeah, Rashad White. Yeah. But yeah, you got those guys right there. And so I mean the edge rushers that we got, I don't know how the Chargers let Adafe go like that, but I'm not mad.
They had to, man. They had to. So the Chargers, they just so far out of order in out there right now. They had to let a lot of go. A lot of teams they had to let a lot of key pieces go this offseason. You know what I'm saying? Chason, I thought that was another good pickup from y'all. Mm-hmm. Luckily, you know the funniest thing for the year we drafted CD, you know what I'm saying? We really needed pass rush. And I thought we were going to go after Chason, and we end up, because CD fell the way he fell, you can't. I mean, I think they said they had him like 7th on their board or something. So they were like, man, we might need edge rush, but man, give me CD Lamb. So I ain't mad at that. But I think y'all set yourself up well. Real quick, I want to talk about a few other teams. You seen the Raiders, they went out there and they got absolutely ridiculous in free agency. They said they didn't care how much they were spending. Shout out to Vegas, man. Vegas, they said, we don't care what it, we going all in on our defense. We're going to fix this thing. Did you see the situation that happened between the Raiders, Max Crosby, and the Ravens? Did you see that situation?
Yeah, I saw that. Real quick, before we jump into that, let me say what's up to the people, because I didn't say nothing when we started. What's going on, Southern T? Yeah, we started talking. What's going on, Southern T? What's going on, Marky Dan? What's going on, G5? What's going on, Crush? Juan,
legend.
What's going on with you? What's going on, BC? What's going on, Queek? I see you in here. Vacay, I see you. What's going on with y'all? That's about it I see on my side right now. What's going on with y'all? I appreciate y'all coming through. But yeah, the Baltimore Ravens and the Raiders. The Raiders just knew that Max Crosby was gone. They had an extra $30 million that they had to spend in free agency, and right after they made that trade, they went and got daggone the center, gave that man the highest paid
Lindenbaum.
Center. Yeah, Lindenbaum. The highest paid center in NFL history. This man is getting $27 million. And the closest person to him as another center, the closest person is $19 million. They didn't even have to give that man that much money. They just said, we're going to make sure nobody else can meet our daggone offer. We're just going to jump out the window and get this man $27 million. And then the first day went past, and everybody just automatically said, okay, We got Max Crosby on the Ravens, so let's go find out the other edge rushers to go get. Everybody started getting edge rushers, and then the Baltimore Ravens looked up and said, "Hold up, Trey Henderson is still out there." Man, somebody made a phone call, was like, "Hey, look, this man didn't. We're gonna say he didn't pass his physical. We already know he's still injured. We know he's still injured. We know he's rehabbing.
He just came off of surgery now. He just came off of surgery.
We know he's rehabbing. We know he's still injured. So we're just gonna say he didn't pass his physical. We can get Trey Henderson, who a good edge rusher. He's not as good as Crosby, but he's probably a couple of steps below Crosby. He led the lead in sacks 2 years straight a couple of years ago. So let's get him, and we could keep our first-round draft picks. We don't have to give away this year and next year first-round draft pick. They were like, you know what? That's a good idea. Let's do that. And they came out and said, "Hey, the man didn't pass his daggone physical, so we're gonna cancel this contract and we're gonna pick up Trey Henderson." But I think what the Ravens did, that was a bad look. That was a bad look, and I know the Raiders is salty as hell right now. I know they like, man, we just knew we was gonna have an extra $30 million. So, damn, now we got this back on the books. So now we can't go out and do what we was expecting to do because now we got this other $30 million back, and we just gave the center $27 million. That's $57 million right there. That we out. We out. $57 million.
And you got to remember they paid Quiddy Pay. I think they paid him by 17 or something. Then they paid both the linebackers upward around 13. So I'm like, man, y'all, they done went out and spent a lot of money, and now they got to take that 30 million back on. But it put you in a tad bit of a bind. Luckily for them, they had so much cap space already that it may not kill them. But I was like, man, hey, you might have to work some things out now.
I'm just letting y'all know, come next year, if there's no tamper season, blame it on the Ravens.
Get right.
Blame it on the Ravens because they're gonna say, look, we're not doing this no more. We got this team over here, then sat here and picked up, and this team thought they had some money, then they reneged on the deal. Nah, we're not doing that no more.
I don't know if I've ever seen, like, I done heard of people not passing their physical, but we already knew the man is coming off of meniscus surgery anyways. And so I don't know. I can't remember if I ever seen a team actually do it that way.
No, I mean, we've never seen that happen. Not like this, not blatantly. Now, yeah. I mean, there might have been an excuse why you say, you know what, it ain't gonna work, and so this is the reason why we're giving back the trade. I mean, we're taking back the trade because this is the reason. But this was blatant. Everybody knew he wasn't going to pass a physical. It's not like that was something like when they said he didn't pass a physical. What physical was he going to pass?
We knew that.
The man literally just came out of surgery. What physical was he going to pass?
Look, if me and you knew it, they all knew it too. So, I mean, that was really interesting. I thought that was one of the most interesting things that we've seen so far. But I mean, I think the Raiders, they getting better. They getting better, especially on defense. I still don't understand why they paid the center so much because Linderbaum, he good. You know what I'm saying? He's a good player, but I wouldn't have gave him what you said, 20, was it 27? I wouldn't have gave him all that.
Yeah, I don't understand that at all. Let's go into the other two teams in the NFC East.
Lord.
The Giants did pretty well in free agency. They went out and got Isaiah Likely. Mm-hmm. They got a couple of defensive players. They gave up a wide receiver in Wandale. They gave up Wandale. They let him walk. But they did pretty good. They added some weapons for the young quarterback. What you think about what the Giants did?
Man, it seemed like they coach Harbaugh. He coming in, he putting his stamp on them immediately. You know what I'm saying? I like Isaiah Likely. I thought he started having more of an impact for the Ravens than Andrews did. They brought in, I believe it was the linebacker from Chicago, Edmonds. They brought in Edmonds. I've always liked him as a player. Greg Newsome, the cornerback that they brought in from Jacksonville, that's all right, you know. But if you know, they brought in 4 or 5 different Ravens players because of the familiarity that Harbaugh has with them, and so I think they got much better. You know what I'm saying? I still don't really. Their receiving core, I'm still not sure on. I don't, you know, they
added Donnell Mooney
from the Falcons.
Yeah, they added Donnell Mooney.
And he done been a Pro Bowler before, so I don't know, man. I don't know. I like the moves that were made for them. You know what I'm saying? Just from the outside looking in, but I don't know how much of a difference it's really gonna make for that team because it's a black cat running around us in New York somewhere, man. You know what I'm saying?
So when you look at the wide receiver room right now, you know they got Neighbors.
Neighbors.
They added Donnell Mooney and they added Calvin Austin. So that's some speed that they got right there.
I don't really know I don't remember Calvin Austin. Who he played for?
Calvin Austin. Who did Calvin Austin come from? Calvin Austin. Hold on, I'm about to pull it up right now.
Yeah, I can't remember where he came from.
Calvin Austin. Let me pull it up real quick.
Okay, the Steelers. Melvin. Yeah, shout out to the Melvin Air podcast.
Yeah, that was
the Steelers. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, hey, and they still what's the boy? They still got the guy from Tennessee too that they drafted a couple years ago. He like 6'5", and he was running like a 4.3 or something. He just ain't never panned out. He ain't panned out in the league yet, but you know,
so they got a. I would say their wide receiving core, it's fast, but it's not top level. So it's nothing that really scares you with their receiving core outside of Malik Neighbors. Outside of Malik Neighbors, nobody else on their receiving core scares you. Donnell Mooney, he hasn't panned out. This is his 3rd team in his young career. He was with Chicago, and then they let him go. He went down to Atlanta. Now Atlanta let him go.
Wasn't he a Pro Bowl? I think he was a Pro Bowler one year.
He might have made the Pro Bowl with Chicago because he did have I think it was his first season, maybe his second season. He had a nice season. It might have been his first or second season. But like I said, Chicago let him go. He went to Atlanta. Atlanta let him go. Now he's with the Giants. So maybe it pan out for him with the Giants. But
change of
like I say, it don't hit their receiving core doesn't scare me. The tight end, I love the tight end move because that reminds me of another. It looks like they got another Jeremy Shockey. It looks like they got another Jeremy Shockey.
I couldn't stand Jeremy Shockey. You know that I couldn't stand him.
Jeremy Shockey. I mean, that might have been the best player on New York that I mean, not the best player, but the player that I like the most on New York. But I hate him at the same time when he played against us because you knew that he was going to come out there and get some yardage. You knew he was going to run somebody over. Jeremy Shockey was a monster.
He was tough.
Yeah, he was a monster.
Yeah.
So it looked like they got their next Jeremy Shockey. Their running back, of course, they got the former rookie.
The Melvin Hill Pocket. That's why I didn't like him because he was like that, man. That's why I didn't like him. I didn't want to see that 2 times a year. What you mean?
Right.
He was like that.
Yeah.
Go ahead. My bad, Free. Go ahead.
No, you good. So you know they got the rookie. Well, he was a rookie last year, Scatterboo. There's talk that they're meeting with my guy from Notre Dame, Jeremiah Love.
God.
Now there's talk that Tennessee could be picking up Jeremiah Love, and if Tennessee don't, New York might pick him up because everybody was thinking, okay, Washington's going to get Jeremiah Love. and everybody's been talking about. So New York said, man, we're going to visit with Jeremiah Love, and Tennessee said, we're going to visit with Jeremiah Love too. So everybody visited with Jeremiah Love, and AP said, well, if y'all want to look at Jeremiah Love, let's go pick up White. Let's go pick up Ford. We add them to the running back set team that we got right now. So we got 4 running backs right now. And last year they kept 4 running backs. So we have 4 right now. If Jeremiah Love is on the board, I think Washington takes him because he's the best player available. So if he's on the board, Washington's going to take him. I think he will automatically be our running back number 1. He will be our RB1. I think
him with Crosby married, man, that's trouble.
I'm gonna tell you why he would be RB1 over Ja'Cory Crosby Merritt, because he catches the ball better than Ja'Cory out of the backfield. Ja'Cory can catch the ball too, but he hasn't caught the ball as much. I think Ja'Cory's a hell of a running back. He will be our RB1 if we don't get Jeremiah Love. But he catches the ball better than Jeremy out of the backfield. He's more of a bruiser back than Ja'Cory is. Ja'Cory's more of a finesse back. He can make you miss. He don't really run people over like that. Love will run people over. He can make you miss too, but he also can run you over. And Love also he blocks well for the quarterback. If he's in there on a passing down, he can block the linebacker that's coming in. Ja'Cory has some hiccups on there. Now he could have gotten better this offseason, but right now that was the one downfall that Ja'Cory had that Jeremiah Love excels in. But you got the other 2 running backs that can catch the ball out of the backfield, like White and Ford. So that's why I said Ja'Cory will be our number 1 because he's the only running back in the league, not on our team, in the league that had touched the ball less than 40% of the time on offense and got over 800 yards rushing. The man rushed the ball 175 times, and he had, I think, 856 or 896. He was almost at 900 yards, but he only touched the ball 175 times. He wasn't the number 1 back. Even when Austin Eckler went down, he still wasn't the number 1 back. They was giving it to my guy that just left, Rodriguez. They was giving it Chris Rodriguez. They was giving it to Jeremy Nichols. Ja'Cory would get the ball, but he wasn't the RB1. It was one of those 2 guys that was the RB1. It wasn't until the end of the season that they started bringing Ja'Cory in as the first down back. So I know that he can get over 1,000 yards. That's not even a question because, like I said, he touched the ball 175 times, and he had more rushing yards than anybody in the league. If you look at the average time that he touched the ball, and you look at everybody else that was over 1,000, you give him the same amount of touches, he's beaten majority of those guys as far as rushing yards. He's beaten majority of them. So I don't have a question, can he run the ball? I know he can run the ball. It's a matter of can he pass block when he's not running the ball. That was the question that he had.
Can he be that every down back? But and, pass blocking, that comes with time a lot of times because a lot of these guys, especially smaller school guys like him, they not always asked to do too much pass blocking because they the featured offense. You know what I'm saying? So I think that'll come with time. But I told you last year when we talked about Crosby Merritt, I said, hey, y'all got a good one right there, man. And that joker showed up. He showed up fantastic for y'all this season. And I think he'll only get better. So, hey, man, but I'm just being honest. I hope y'all take Jeremiah Love. I ain't got no problem. Matter of fact, I hope everybody take an offensive player with the first 11 picks. Take all the offensive players that y'all want. Give me my pick of the defensive guys. That's what we need, man. I need some of them guys to get pushed down to 12.
There is talk that Washington might get Sonny Styles if he's there. There's talk that they might get David Bailey if he's there,
I like
or
David Bailey.
they're gonna add to Nick Cross and get Downs if
Caleb
Downs is
Downs.
there. If
And
Downs is there, they're gonna add Downs back there with Nick Cross, and that will automatically
upgrade.
boost our secondary. Because
Absolutely.
I think with Trey Amos, Mike, and Amik Robinson, I think our secondary is decent. I think they got a decent secondary. And now you just add Nick Cross, I think that makes that secondary even better. And if you add Downs back there, it makes it even that much better. So I think they're good as far as our secondary. I know the defense is much improved. The one problem that we had is we couldn't stop the run as well as we wanted to. We was okay with the run, but then when Wise went down, our run stop just went through the roof. They was running all over us. But now AP said, no, we going out here. Everybody that we pick up, they can rush the passer and stop the run. So everybody they picked up was either they can do both, or they was just run stoppers. That's what he focused on. But I'm gonna look at the other team in the NFC East, the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh Lord,
Now,
hey, Philly didn't. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you say it before I say it.
They didn't have no explosive offseason. They let a couple of key players go. They let Jalen Phillips go. I don't know why. What's your phrase? Paid the Panthers paid as much for Jalen Phillips.
He get hurt every year. Man,
Yeah,
always hurt.
he didn't deserve that much money. What's going on, B3? He didn't deserve that money. Then they lost Dean, the linebacker. They also lost the safety. What's my guy name?
Blankenship. Was it Blankenship?
Blankenship. Yep. They lost Blankenship.
Yeah.
So they lost a couple of key players on their defense. Everybody's waiting to see what is going to be done with AJ Brown, because that's the talk that AJ Brown is looking to go to New England. He wants to get traded to New England. That's his favorite team. But they haven't made a move on that yet. I don't know if they're going to wait till after the draft or do it during the draft. They might see a player that they want, and they might make that trade with New England to get that draft pick. I don't know. So that's what everybody's waiting to see, what they're going to do with AJ Brown. And now they added Hollywood Brown to the wide receiving core. They let the young receiver go. The guy that they got from Washington. I forgot his name now. We traded him to Philly for a 3rd round pick. And
I know you're talking about, any other day I can see his name right now. I can't call it though.
Yeah,
he when y'all drafted him, he was supposed to come in and be their second receiver for y'all, and he never really lived up to it.
Right.
He had some moments, but I can't think of his name right now.
I'm looking at it. I'm about to pull him up because I was just looking at him the other day. Dotson.
Jahan Dotson.
Jahan Dotson. Yeah. They just let Jahan Dotson go. So they picked up Hollywood Brown because they let Jahan Dotson go. Now if they decide to keep AJ Brown, you got AJ Brown, you got Devontae Smith, and now you add Hollywood Brown to that mix. That's a nice receiving core they got. You added some more speed, so that's a nice receiving core.
I mean, it got to be tough for AJ, for y'all already to have a. I don't know, the chemistry in Philly just seems like it ain't there right now, especially on the offense. I don't know what the discrepancy with AJ and Jalen. I don't know what that discrepancy is right there, or exactly what's going on. But man, I think if the play calling was a little better, man, I'm getting AJ Brown. Every game I'm gonna get him 2 touches in the first quarter at least 2, at least. So then I can at least have him feeling like, okay, I'm a part of this thing right now, and not reading books on the sideline. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's just a weird dynamic what Philly got going on. They seem like they're struggling right now. It just seems like they're starting to struggle a little bit as far as player acquisitions go. They're losing a lot, but
now they
such a good job at developing. And when it was time, they did. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say they added the backup quarterback Andy Dalton. I don't know. Yeah, they just added Andy Dalton. I think a couple of days ago they signed Andy Dalton to a. They traded for Andy Dalton. They traded involving a 2027 draft pick. So yeah, they traded for Andy Dalton. They didn't sign him. I mean, they didn't pick him off a free agency. They traded for him.
Hold on, free look. I just look. Their biggest move of the offseason was to re-sign their punter for $14 million. 4 years, yeah. $14 million. That was their biggest thing.
That was the biggest move that they did. They pretty much let everybody that was a free agent. They pretty much let them go. They didn't re-sign too many. I don't think they re-signed anybody.
Amazing.
I don't think they re-signed anybody. I think everybody that was a free agent, they let them walk. They said, okay, you go ahead and test the daggone free agency. And they said, not only are we testing, we ain't coming back. They was out.
And my thing is, even with the Cowboys, even though we didn't do anything tremendous, like I like Jalen Thompson as safety. I like Kobe Durant as well. You know what I'm saying? Bring him in, kind of fit what Christian Parker want to do. PJ Locke safety as well. So you kind of got rid of the raggedy safeties that we had anyways, and kind of rebuilt that room to some degree. And even with that, if Caleb Downs falls, I'll still take him at 12. I might trade up to go get him if I was the Cowboys. That's just me. But I like Caleb Downs. I've always liked him from when he played at when he played in, you know, he a Georgia boy. So when he came out of high school, when he played at Alabama, I was hoping that he transferred to Georgia. You know what I'm saying? But he ended up going to Ohio State, and just the way that people speak about him, how smart he is. Like I think he's the best player in the draft right now. That's my opinion. I could be wrong about that, but all I'm saying, hey, re-sign or put George Pickens on the franchise contract. Let that man play, and I say you sign him now. Home damn playing and improving and all that kind of stuff. Sign that man now, but who gonna complain about? I think he getting 27, 28 million anyways on the franchise. So who gonna complain about that?
I'm gonna tell you why they're not signing him right now. Because whatever deal that they sign him to is going to be more than CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah,
it's going to be more than CeeDee Lamb, and CeeDee Lamb going to be pissed. He's going to be like, hold up, I'm the number 1 wide receiver.
I don't think CeeDee really care. I don't think he really like.
That's what they thinking. I mean, I don't know. CeeDee Lamb does have that diva type attitude, so I don't know. He might end up being mad.
But you got it, man. The relationship between CD and GP, hey, man, they like, you know what I'm saying? No, it's almost like saying I done got my money right, and then now you finna get paid. I ain't finna be mad at you. You know what I'm saying? What you want me to say? I ain't finna be mad.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's gonna be more than whatever CeeDee Lamb got. And you know, I know Dak Prescott restructured his deal.
Yep.
I don't know. Did CeeDee Lamb restructure his deal as well?
I believe so.
So that's even less money for CeeDee Lamb. So if right now,
he didn't make less money by restructuring. They just converted it to a signing bonus and they spread that across different years. You know what I'm saying? So that the cap hit is lower.
No, but
he didn't lose no money.
No, what I'm saying is when I say less money, I'm saying his guarantee is going to be less.
No, his guarantee went up. Because when
the guarantee counts towards your salary cap. So what
you can spread that across the year that's left on the contract.
So that's what I'm saying. Right now, if they would decide, if they would sign GP to a multi-year deal, his guaranteed is going to be more than CeeDee Lamb. His guarantee is going to be more than CeeDee Lamb.
Absolutely.
So that's what I'm saying. So when you say your guarantee is going to be more, that means, okay, if it comes down to it, if something happens, they say, okay, we got to get rid of some of these guys. They can get rid of the guarantee. I mean, CeeDee Lamb would lose money if they say, okay, we let you go. He's only guaranteed to get a certain amount. He's not going to get anything over that. That's the amount that he's guaranteed to get.
Man,
but
before they let CeeDee Lamb go,
more.
Before they let CeeDee Lamb go, they will redo his deal. I guarantee that.
They might.
Lamb, he gonna be a Cowboy for life.
What was the deal with the defensive tackle that y'all let go?
Oh no, well, so because Christian Parker he's coming in and more of a 4-3 scheme, or excuse me, a 3-4 scheme than a 4-3 scheme, and what he want because Osa probably weighs like 6'2", 280. You know what I'm saying? More of that 3 tech that you want to get up the field, pass rush, that type of thing. Now he's gonna have them, according to him, playing a gap and a half. And so instead of just getting up the field, I want you to latch on to your dude Reed and then shed the block. You know what I'm saying? To make sure you stop and run, that type of thing. If you notice, we got rid of Osa, we got rid of Thomas, and we just signed him last season, and he played well. They were talking about bringing Clowney back, and he led our team in sacks, and we signed him almost mid-season. But after when CP came in, all that went out the window. He's looking for difference. Like if you don't fit what he's looking for, then he like, man, we'll take a third rounder instead of holding on to you because you're not gonna fit into the scheme the way that we need you to fit into the scheme. You ain't gonna be taking. He ain't taking on double teams. You know what I'm saying? You can't You can't be 280 trying to take on double teams, trying to anchor and those type of things. So, I mean, I think it was just the philosophy that Christian Parker. And the one thing I respect about it, the Cowboys have always been a team where, hey, if we draft you and you play, then we re-sign you. We trying to keep you for, at least through the duration of the contract we re-signed you to.
But how did I trade him to a team that always beat y'all in the playoffs?
That's the one part that I was like, man, y'all give me look. Hey, it gotta be a tax for the enemy, man. You gotta be taxing the enemy, and y'all just giving this stuff away, man. What it do? That's what hurt me the most. That's what hurt me the most. For y'all, promise. I was like, man, trade them. As long as you don't trade them to Philly, and you don't trade them within the division, and don't trade them to San Francisco, I'll take anybody else. And they still win it. But I mean, that's the price of doing business out here. It is what it is.
Oh man. So who was the outside of the NFC East? We talked about the NFC East. What was the other team that you saw had some good offseason free agency pickups? Because it was a lot of people swinging for the fences this offseason.
Let me see. I think like we spoke earlier, the Raiders, they did really well. I'm still trying to figure out a little bit of, and just thinking about it, like what the Falcons. I'm a Falcons fan. Well, I ain't a Falcons fan, but a hometown guy. I'm still trying to figure out what they was doing. The Panthers, I thought the Panthers they did pretty decent. They brought in Jalen Phillips. I think they overpaid for Jalen Phillips. They also brought in the linebacker Devin Lloyd. You know what I'm saying? So trying to kind of restructure that defense to give a little more support to what seemed to be what became a competent offense throughout the season last year. And I didn't think they did bad. Who else? Not too many teams really just jump out at me as far as them really just doing it well there. The Ravens, with them going to get Trey Hendrickson, you know what I'm saying? I think they overpaid there as well, me personally, because I don't know how good that man back going to be. And Hey, but it is what it is. So, who else? Anybody else that just?
I think New England. What's going on, PGH? I think New England did pretty good picking up the wide receiver
Romeo.
Romeo Dobbs. Yeah,
Dobbs.
Romeo Dobbs. Yeah, he did pretty good because that was one of the receivers that a lot of people was attaching Washington to in free agency.
And I like Elijah Vera Tucker. I think they signed him as well to shore up their offensive line. You win the game in the trenches, and man, I've always been high on Elijah Vera Tucker. So I think that was a really good signing right there. Kind of give you some versatility on your line, guard, tackle type individual. Really good at guard. I think he could be a Pro Bowl guard. I don't really think he's as good as a tackle, but I mean, it is what it is. So yeah, I thought they did decent. I thought they did pretty decent.
Yeah, I think the one team. It's only one team in all of this free agency. Go ahead.
The Chiefs. When the Chiefs when they went out there and got that running back from Seattle, he was the MVP of the Super Bowl. What's his name?
Kenneth.
Not Kenneth. Hey, look, you thinking boxing like me?
No, Kenneth Walker.
Kenneth Walker.
I was about to say Kenneth Sims, but yeah, Kenneth Walker.
I thought that was a good because now it don't force them to draft or a running back, and I had them picking Jeremiah Love at first.
They was going to have to move up. They were going to have to trade up.
How early you think he's going to go?
No, they was going to have to trade up because they're the ninth pick, so they would have had to trade over top of Washington because, like I said, everybody knew Washington was going to pick Jeremiah Love if he was there. So they would have had to trade up to get him over Washington because they're in the ninth spot. Washington's in the 7th spot. So they would have had to make a trade to get him if they wanted him. They would have had to make a trade with either Cleveland or Tennessee or somebody like that. They would have had to make a trade to get him.
Well, I hope that everything keep working the way it's working. Because y'all take the running back, man. Take the receivers. I want all the receivers taken. I got 3 receivers in the first round right now. That's first round picks, in my opinion.
What pick y'all got? What pick y'all got?
We got 12 and 20 in the first round.
And so who you looking to get?
So when you say looking, are you asking me how?
If everything goes well, who do you want to be sitting on the board that you have the option to get?
Give me and once again, I don't know if this happened, but I'll take any of these top guys, man. Whether it's Caleb Downs is number 1 for me. Man, I love Sonny Styles, the linebacker from Ohio State. I love Arvell Reese, the other linebacker. I think he got a lot of ability to play off-ball linebacker and convert into that 3-4 outside linebacker to pass rush. You know what I'm saying? Baines and Bailey, I love both of them. Mansour Delane, the cornerback from LSU. Let me see. Hold on, let me pull my. I didn't already start stacking this thing up. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you right now, Downs is not going to be there. Sonny Styles is not going to be there. David Bailey is not going to be there. Reese might be there. Let me see who else, because I was looking at who are the what the mock draft is looking like and where do they have people going at, and those are the top defenders right off the break that most people is going to get.
You know the interesting thing, if Ruben Bain from Miami, the edge rusher. So from everything, and if y'all don't know, y'all got to go look at him when he did an interview at the Combine. The man came in there, everybody want to get fresh for the Combine, right? Oh. That brother came in there looking like somebody's granddaddy. Hey,
well, I'm gonna give you what Mel Kiper. Yeah, Merle Kiper, his mock draft. He got the Raiders taking Mendoza number 1, the quarterback. They got the Jets taking David Bailey. They got Arizona taking Arvell Reese. They got Tennessee taking Jeremiah Love. They got New York taking Caleb Downs. They got Cleveland taking offensive tackle from Georgia,
Monroe Freeland.
Yeah. They got Washington taking Sonny Styles, linebacker from Ohio State. They got New Orleans Saints taking Carvel Tate, wide receiver from Ohio State. They got Kansas City taking Ruben Bain from DN from Miami.
I would hate
They got Cincinnati taking Delane, corner from LSU.
Mansour.
They got Miami taking Jordan Tyson, wide receiver from Arizona State.
Yeah.
They got taking Jamal.
McCoy.
Yeah, McCoy, cornerback from Tennessee.
But this is the problem. And Jamal McCoy, because he didn't play at all last season. He tore his ACL the season before, right?
Yeah.
The man Tate from what is it? 2000 from 24. The man has amazing tape. He just hurt. He done messed that knee up and didn't play a whole season. Didn't run at didn't do nothing at the combine. So I think it depends on what his pro day workout at Tennessee looks like.
Mm-hmm.
But from everything I've been gleaming from the Cowboys, they not looking into taking hurt guy. If you hurt guy, injury guy, anything like that, Jerry came out and was like, "Man, we ain't got time for red shirts this year. We done screwed this thing up bad enough where we can't take no red shirt." Even though I think he'll be ready for camp and all that since the injury. He almost it's probably. I think he hurt his knee like not last year but the year before in like December or something. So he almost 18 months or something like that off the injury, but probably not 18, more like 15 or something like that. But
hey, to be honest with you, I kind of like Mel Kiper's mock draft. If somebody was going to get Jeremiah Love and it wasn't us, I would rather him go to Tennessee or Arizona because Arizona could get him as well.
From everything I heard, Arizona, I think they're looking for offensive tackle, man, or offensive line. I think they're trying to really build that thing from the inside out. So if I had to bet now, and you're gonna remember when we do the draft and they take a offensive lineman, you can be like, Dub said this, but I think that Arizona's gonna take an offensive line. I think they'll take the offensive lineman from the tackle out of Miami.
It could be.
Manawa go, however you say that man's name.
Yeah, that's the one that's the offensive tackle from Miami.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know you're talking about. That was the it's Francis.
Yeah,
Francis. Yeah. They got the Rams taking him at 13. Mel Kiper got the Rams taking him at 13, and that's a pick from Atlanta. They got the number 13 pick from Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
I would prefer that Love go to a team that's not in our division, because if the Giants get him, I'd be upset if the Giants get Jeremiah Love, because I can't even root for him because he plays for New York, and like I said, he's from Notre Dame. That's my school. Right. I can't even root for him. He went to New York. I'm like, man, I hope that man get hurt.
No injury on the man. No injury on the man.
Hey, if we go to New York, I hope that man had a daggone high ankle sprain and a turf toe all in the first day. Get a high ankle sprain and a turf toe. Sit his ass down.
Man, I think this first round gonna be weird this year, man. And even with them talking about Monroe Freeland, and he from Georgia, right?
Yeah.
Man, I got him as a second round player, you know what I'm saying, mid-second round, something like that. But to have him in top 10, I'm like, man, that's a little wild to me. That's just a little.
Now, I wouldn't be mad at Sonny Styles as linebacker, because we got a nice linebacker. We got a decent linebacker core right now. Where you add Leo on that team, you got We got of course we got Frankie Louvi, and we got the third year player. God, his name slipping my mind right now. He didn't really get on the field much because you had Bobby Wagner out there, so he didn't really get on the field much. But he's Bobby Wagner said the dude is smart. He knows the plays. He knows where to be at the time that he needs to be there. So I just want to see how he does as a full-time starter. Um, but I think we got a decent linebacker core. But you add Sonny Styles now, you adding more speed and you rotating around. Because right now, outside of Frankie Louvi, all the linebackers that we have that will be on the field at the same time, Frankie Louvi is the only one that I will have a problem with him covering somebody. If he has to cover the tight end or the running back, I will have a problem with Frankie Louvi. I think I got to remember who's this daggone linebacker that I'm thinking about. I'm about to say his name in a second.
Louvi, one of them guys where every time, like when we like, you got to keep your eye on him. You know what I'm saying? He one of them. Whether he blitzing, as long as he playing forward, I agree with you. As long as he playing forward, then he good to go. You know what I'm saying? So
Jordan McGee, that's his name. Jordan McGee. Yeah, Jordan McGee, Leo, and Sonny Styles, they all can cover a tight end or a running back coming out the backfield. Frankie Louvi, they're gonna use Frankie Louvi as like they did with Michael Parsons. That's what Frankie Louvi gonna do. That's exactly what
he that come forward player.
Yeah, that's what I knew defensive coordinator said. They said Frankie Louvi, he excels coming after the quarterback. That's what he excels at. So they're gonna use him like Michael Parsons, have him coming on blitz. You might see Frankie with his hand down in the dirt a couple of plays. But the way he's planning on running his offense, you might see that offensive line where everybody standing up in a 2-point stand. You don't know who's coming because they got so many guys are versatile. You got guys that can play edge or they can play the inside, and you just don't know what position they're playing at. They might have everybody standing up, and it is come out there, and you figure out which one is coming at the quarterback. So,
one of the things, and that's the interesting thing. One thing that the league is kind of moving to now is instead of, man, we just gonna line up and do what we're gonna do, this, that, whatever. Now, these multiple forms, the multiple ways that they're trying to confuse the quarterback, it really just goes into, can you tell who coming or not? Can you make the adjustment? Because once you done slid that line one way, you know what I'm saying? Because this who you think coming, and we come from the opposite side of that, somebody running free. Somebody running free. And so, or if somebody ain't running free, now I got an outside linebacker lined up on a running back. And now, like you was bringing up, who can pick that? Who gonna pick that up? You know what I'm saying? Which one of the backs gonna end up picking it up accordingly? So, now I like how Dan Quinn moved, man. Dan Quinn, he's a smart individual out there. So, I can't wait to see how it's all put out there. We still gonna whoop y'all, but it is what it is.
Nah, I don't see that happening.
You ain't see it happening last year either, man. You didn't see it happening last year.
I mean, y'all playing us without our quarterback. Of course, y'all was gonna win. We have our quarterback out there.
I can't hold on. Hey, what Marky at? Marky was the one who told us that Dak Prescott was only gonna play half the year. Did he tell us that?
Yeah, he did say that.
Who Marky at, man?
But Marky also the one that said that daggone the Eagles was going back to the Super Bowl. I told him though they're not repeating. They're not repeating. I told them that. I knew that they wasn't repeating. I got them struggling even more this year than they did last year. They lost some of their key defensive players. Like those guys that they lost, Blankenship, Dean, and Phillips, those were key players in their defense. Those wasn't like some little secondary players in the defense. Those were key players.
The only problem with like Nakobe Dean, he couldn't stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Phillips, another one, can't stay healthy. And so, but you're right. Though Reed Blankenship, he kind of coordinated between him and Cooper DeJean. You know what I'm saying? They were kind of coordinating that thing as far as who needed to be wearing making sure the communication was where it needed to be in the secondary. So I thought that would be a guy that we could possibly be after, Reed Blankenship, but that ain't the way that Christian Parker wanted to move. No problem. Man, I'm in wait and see mode. I'm being honest. I'm in wait and see mode with Christian Parker. But I like what he's done so far. So I mean, hey, it is what it is. And it's just you just gotta keep building upon what you got. You feel me? Just keep building.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to. But I
agree.
I think we got like 35 to I think it's like 35 days before the NFL draft.
Is it that many? That's few. When I say many, I mean few.
It starts April 23rd. April 23rd is the NFL draft, so we got like 35 days. Actually, a little bit less than 35 days. I think it might be like 34 now because today is the 19th. Today's the 19th. No, it's about 35. It's about 35 days to the NFL draft. April 23rd begins, and I'm mad as hell. I'm mad as hell because I just received tickets to the NFL draft.
Huh?
I got tickets to the NFL draft.
Well, you gotta go.
I want to go, but we do the NFL draft here. We do the NFL draft here. Okay,
man, you can be on the phone while you doing it, man. Be on the phone every now and then.
I'm gonna show you. I just showed my wife this. I was like, oh, the Commander sent me tickets to the NFL draft. Here you go, right here. Oh shit, I gotta move it over here. They sent me tickets to the NFL draft.
Amazing. How you? I ain't mad at you. Shout out to Rich. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you.
I was like, I got tickets to the NFL.
Man, you can't turn that down. I wouldn't turn it down.
The only reason why I'm turning it down because next year I for sure will be there. It's going to be in Washington D.C. I will for sure be at that one.
Y'all done already started working on y'all stadium?
Oh yeah, the stadium is not. They just got finished demolishing the old stadium. Well, not just finished. They still at the ending stages of demolishing the old stadium. So once they clear all that out, then they will start the building of the new stadium. But the new stadium, oh my God. I don't know if y'all seen the pictures of what the new stadium is going to look like, but that joint is a monster. Let me see if I can pull up the pictures real quick of what the new stadium is going to look like. That joint,
real quick, man, shout out to Cool Breeze in the building. PGA Big Dog is in the building. Thrill Hill. He said, hey, Thrill Hill is still celebrating the Super Bowl, man. He talking about the Seahawks. We ain't trying to talk about the Seahawks. Shout out to my brother Rick Timms as well. Cool Breeze said, hey, Free, you better go. You better go.
Like I said, I want to go. It's in Pittsburgh, but like I said, I know I'm gonna be at the one next year. I know I'm gonna be at the one next year.
Pittsburgh ain't too far from you, is it?
It's kind of far because Philly is like 2 hours away. Pittsburgh is probably like another hour, maybe an hour and some change. So it's probably like 3.5 hours from where I live at right now to get to Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Probably like 3.5 hours. It's not that far.
That ain't too bad. That ain't
far
too bad.
Enough.
Hey, you could drive that one. You ain't got to.
It's not that far. Yeah, this new stadium is going to have a transparent roof where you can see directly into the stadium. If like of a helicopter flies over,
wait a minute. Wait a minute.
To the stadium.
The roof is transparent. How do you even do that?
Yeah, I'm about to show it to you right now. I'm about to show it to you right now. Like I said, this joint is state of the art, transparent roof. Right here, boom. Boop. Boop. Let me put it up on the screen quick.
Carl, my brother, Zuparu.
There you go, right there.
Amazing.
So you see right here at the top, the transparent roof. You can see directly inside of it on the front of it. Right here, this is the main entrance with at the big W on the front. But from the highway, you can still see across and see the Capitol and the monument right there.
Now, that's
And
nice.
these buildings over here on the side, these are some of them are parking lots, some of them are residential. There's some of them residential, some in the back is restaurant. They're gonna have a big area where you can come and just sit down and have a picnic. Like they want it to be a all year round event where you could just come out there and have a picnic. They're gonna have a picnic area where even if there's not a game going on, you could just come out there and sit down and see and have a nice little picnic at the stadium. But yeah, they doing it $3.7 to $4 billion for that stadium.
You know, it's funny because that's how. So the Braves Stadium in here now, like when they rebuilt the Braves Stadium, moved to Cobb County and all that kind of stuff. That's kind of how it is. You know, like it's almost like a strip. You know what I'm saying, with restaurants and bars and all that kind of stuff out there. Then you got the picnic area, and so folks be out there. Even like you said, even if it ain't a game, even if it ain't got to be baseball season, and folks still go and just have a good time and hang out or whatever. So now that's a good way to do things. I like that.
Yeah, but yeah, they got all kinds of stuff. They got a little event center outside of the stadium where that will be where like the tailgating, but it's not so much tailgating. You come up, they have little
they got beer in every stadium, man. We got beer in every stadium. Go ahead.
Yeah, they got beer in every stadium. But they have like little booths where you can go up and order food and stuff like that and just sit there and mingle. And there's a big screen out front of there where you can watch the game while you're sitting outside eating. And you ain't got to go into the stadium. You can still keep up with what's going on in the game.
Ain't that nice? Shout out to Washington, man. I can't stand the Redskins. I mean, man, y'all still the Redskins to me. I'm just telling the truth. But I can't stand y'all. But no, that's fantastic.
You say, do they got beer at the stadium? I don't know a single stadium that don't have beer.
No, I do. I know one. I don't know
a single stadium that don't got beer.
They done switched it up now. But for a while, in Jacksonville, like for the world's largest cocktail party, you just have to get, like when Georgia and Florida would play, we would go to the stadium. You just have to get drunk before you go to the game, because if you don't, then you ain't drinking at the game. You know what I'm saying? You can't do it at the game. So, but they changed that probably 10 years ago. So no. I don't know what stadium they're gonna have there.
I think next week we're gonna do the mock draft. We're gonna have the simulator up. So I
got it up right now, man.
Oh, you want to do it now? We got time if you want to do it right now.
First, I want to ask you. I got to ask you this: Have you had a chance to do any? And I love the draft. So I love it. I think I love the draft almost as I love the draft way more than free agency. It's the new stadium they built in Washington, Carl. But
yeah, we're going back to our old site where the Washington Redskins made their name. We're going back to that site. We tore down the old stadium and we putting up a new one right in the same spot.
But have you had a chance to look at any of these players so far in the draft? And really, I mean, like the first round guys, nothing.
I haven't studied them, but I've looked at a majority of the guys that I believe is going to be first and second round, because Washington don't have a second round pick. We got a first, a third.
We ain't got no second round pick either. So
yeah, I think we only got 6 picks in this draft. We got a first, a third, I want to say a fourth, and then a 6th and 2 7s.
And see, we got something. We got 2 firsts, a third, a fourth, and like 3 fifths, and then like a 7th or something like that. So yeah, I think we got 8 picks right now.
Yeah, we only got 6 in this year draft. But that's why he didn't make no trades, because he won all his picks for next year. He won all the picks, so he didn't make no trades.
Any of those early guys, at any position that stand out. I know we kind of talked about Caleb Downs. But any of those early guys that stand out, 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 any of th When you went through the mock draft, I think we talked about Love, Bailey, Baines. We didn't really talk about him, but if you don't mind, so I kind of have it set up right now where I got like my probably my top 15, top 20 guys, something like that. And so you want to go through that real quick and then we can do a quick mock draft?
Yeah, I mean you can go ahead because I didn't put mines in order yet. I just been watching them. I was actually going to put them in order for next week. But because I was going to go more in depth into the draft next week. This week we was going to talk about what happened in free agency and speak about the draft. And next week we were going to go more in depth into the draft of the players that's on the table, the players that everybody's talking about. So we was going to go more in depth to that. But like I said, I mean, we got time. If you want to do a mock draft now, we can do that. I ain't got no problem with it. Like I said, I know majority of the players.
All right, here we go right here. Let me get us in order. Is Dallas and Washington. In this situation, I say we do 4 rounds. Well, do you want to do 4? Is 4 too many? Might be too many.
4 is fine. 4 is fine.
And it should go fast because we ain't got that many picks. So let me do this. Hold on. I'm gonna pull it up on the screen. Give me 1 second. Okay, let me do that.
Yeah, because I just put it up here on the screen once you pull it up. Because next week I'm gonna have it set up where I have all of my. I'm gonna have them set up by positions. I will have my top, but I will have it set up by positions.
All right, so hey, shout out to all the ads that they have out here, and they kill me with these ads. All right, here we go. So I got it on fast, but before we pick, we'll see how the draft, how this mock has it kind of play out, and then we'll go from there. Cool?
All right, that's cool.
All right, here we go. Let's see. We're starting off. All right, hold on real quick. We're going to get back to the trade. We'll see if you want to accept. Man, y'all they done already did me dirty. David Bailey is still available right now.
We're going to my love.
So first off, Mendoza went number 1. I think everybody, that's kind of the consensus as far as who Las Vegas is going to take. Hence the reason they've been trying to bolster their offensive line as well as their defense. So then you got Arvell Reese from Ohio State going to the Jets, linebacker / edge, in my opinion. Arizona, what I told you, Free, old tackle from Malinois from Miami. Tennessee goes with Bain from Miami, the outside edge rusher, defensive end edge rusher. The Giants go Sonny Styles.
Ooh. Man, that's tough right there.
Hey man, did you see his testing? Did you see what he tested at at the combine?
No, that man 40 was a 4. I was like,
hey, hold on. The man jumped 44 inches and then had like a 12-inch broad jump or something. Like, bro, come on. Man.
No, I'm gonna tell you how fast the dude was. They measured his 40, and you know how they do the simulator when they have people from previous years. They put him up. They put him up against daggone CeeDee Lamb, and he smoked CeeDee Lamb. I was like, God dang.
CeeDee ran like a 4.5 or something.
Yeah, he ran a 4.5, and Styles ran like a 4.3 or 4.4. I was like, oh my God, this man fast as hell.
And this man like 6'4", 250 pounds. I'm like, bro, come on, bro. You ain't supposed to be moving that fast. Like, it ain't supposed to happen. I'm just saying. Man, that dude gonna be a problem. All right, so Cleveland goes with the offensive tackle out of Utah. Okay, Free. It's on y'all.
You know we're going Jeremiah Love. Jeremiah Love.
I'm gonna give it to you. I ain't got no problem with that pick. All right, hold on. So after Washington takes Jeremiah Love, New Orleans they take David Bailey. The Kansas City take Jeremiah McCoy or Jamad McCoy.
Jamad McCoy.
Something like that. He got a weird name. Then Cincinnati take it's Jamad. Cincinnati take Caleb Downs. Miami take AJ Terrell. Interesting pick right there. Let's see who on the board. All right, I don't got no choice in this situation. Mansour Delane is still he's a first round pick for me, and we need defense. I'll take another cornerback. Give me Mansour Delane in this situation. I'll take him.
That's a good one. I was watching his warm up, getting ready for the joint.
Are we back on the clock? See, this is the problem right here. So I really need a linebacker, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I really don't need Makai Lemon in this situation. But he's the only first round pick left on the board for me. Do you draft a need? Because I like Dylan Thieneman. I got him right there below Sonny Styles. I got him as a second round pick though. And then
do a need outweighs your wants? Do your need outweigh the want?
Man, look, you give me George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb, and Makai Lemon. Man, hey, we going. Hey, y'all 11 personnel.
Y'all might need the offense because the defense ain't gonna be able to stop nobody. Y'all might need.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. We got to put points up, man. We got to score out here. Hey, I ain't even lying to you. Hey, you laughing, bro. I'm so serious.
Go and see him.
Shout out to Mr. Chubman, man. Shout out to Mr. Chubman. I'm so serious right now. I might take Makai Lemon right here, bro. I'm debating right now in my mind. If he falls.
Hey, well, I know Washington was linked to him. Washington was linked to Makai Lemon. A lot of people liked it, Makai Lemon for Washington as a receiver.
From everything I heard, so it's crazy. Like the comparisons you hear about him, they compare the man to Steve Smith, and then they also say they were like, he a little weird though. Like the way he act, he a little weird. I'm like, well, that ain't got nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with me. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I was like, hey, I'll take that weird ass nigga on my team. He can play. That's all. Hey. I really like Mesidor as well. I really like Akeem Mesidor off the edge. I can't stand Kendrick Falk. I also like Kenyon Sadiq. You know what I'm saying? That man, as a tight end, he went in there and ran a 4.4, jumped 40 inches, and broad jump 10 plus or almost 11. Man, explosive. Yeah. Man, I ain't gonna lie to you, Free. I'm taking Makai Lemon here, man. I'm taking Makai Lemon. It is what it is. He the best player on my board.
I ain't mad at you.
Let's see what. I don't know who next. Me or you. It should be our third round.
I'm about to say it's gonna be our third round pick because we ain't got no picks until the third round.
All right. So right now you got any position you want to look at.
Let me go to wide receivers.
So you got the Tennessee wide receiver Chris Brazzell. Good, decent. He decent. Antonio Williams. I really don't like Antonio Williams. Me personally, that's just me. Skylar Bell. Hey, he can go. And the dude Ted Hurts. He been rising. He like 6'4" or something and testing that fantastically. But the man played at Georgia State, so I don't know how good he really is. I really don't know.
All right, let me see the DBs real quick.
Corners or safeties?
Yep, corners.
Keith Abney from Arizona State, a dog, a little small. He a dog. Stoops. I think that man. I would play Stoops at safety. Me personally, I wouldn't play him at corner. But he got some corner ability. He can cover. You know what I'm saying? I like him in the slot more than anything else, but I would put him at safety. And then Malik Muhammad, I'm not a fan at all. Yeah. Chandler Rivers, he's small as well, but he can play. That joker physical too. I love Chandler Wood. Hey, that's one of my guys.
All right, go back to all. Go back to all. Let's see. All I need to see right there. So I'ma go with the wide receiver from Tennessee, back up at the top, number 51. Yeah, I'm gonna go best player available. I'm gonna go best player available.
I ain't got no problem with it. All right, so now I gotta be smart here. I gotta be smart. So hold on real quick. Give me 1 second. I ain't got my board pulled. I need to pull my board back up. It don't matter. I kind of noticed anyway. So I like Kamari Ramsey, but I don't like him more than I like Zakee Wheatley, safety there. I don't like Jensen Smith either. I don't like Jensen Smith at all, me personally. I told you I love Chandler Rivers, but I already drafted. Did I take Mansour? Yeah, I already took Mansour. So let me see who the edges left. Man, wipe the edges. Linebackers, who we got? Man, real quick. This is my what they call him. This is one of my favorite players in this draft right now. When we pick again, I think we pick at 112 next. We pick at 112. All right, I'm finna take a risk here. I really should take Harold Perkins Jr. That's who I should take. I'm taking Zakee Wheatley in this situation.
Think that might be it for us. Oh, no, y'all
I got
another
one
pick.
Yeah. And let's see what happens. Let's see if it worked out. And it worked out just how I needed it to work out. Because Harold Perkins, man, I get it. Harold Perkins will be in the league for 10 plus years, and he's going to be wreaking havoc. As long as you let him, and he can do a little bit of everything. Let that man play going forward. Hey, I'm taking Harold Perkins right there. Y'all ain't got a 4th round pick?
No. We don't have another pick until the 5th. I knew. That's why I said I couldn't remember if it was the 4th or the 5th.
Well, hell, you improved your offense tremendously.
Exactly. I already know. That's why I said I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing.
What did I do? Let me see.
Hey,
all right. Hey, man, look, I'm trying to tell you, Mekhi Lemon, that dude's going to be a beast. Zach Wheatley, I think rangy, long, can play in the box if necessary. I like to see him on the top, though. You know what I'm saying? And that give you another safety to pair with the other guys you done brought in. And then Harold, man, I'm good with this one. I'm good.
Yeah. Like I said, Jeremiah Love, we're not letting that man go. That if that man is on the board, they're taking Jeremiah Love. That's without question. They're not letting that man go. He can do too much in the offense.
I think he's gonna fall to y'all. I think he's gonna be there to pick.
I hope he does. I hope he is, because we're taking him for sure. I can tell you that right now, without question. We're taking Jeremiah Love, and we'll let Jeremy Nichols go, or we'll let Jerome Ford go, because Jerome Ford he's a good back. Jeremy Nichols is a good back. They're both similar as far as backs. If I'm looking at Jeremy Nichols, I'm looking at Ford. They're similar. I think Ford is a little more seasoned, but they're similar. So it's a toss-up, whichever one you want to let go. I think they might let Ford go because they're familiar with Jeremy Nichols. They know what he can do, what he can't do. And they look at Ford, they're like, okay, if you really that good, you didn't get hardly any play time last year. And you lost your playing time to a rookie and to the backup. So they look at Jeremiah Ford like, okay, we know you can play, but why didn't you get on the field? And you had a rookie out there and you had the backup get out there, but I think he only had like 52 carries last year. I think Ford only had like 52 carries. So I think they will go with Jeremy Nichols, but I already know Love will come in and it will be a battle between him and Ja'Cory Crosby-Murray, who's going to be the number one back. And it's probably going to be Love because Love can pass block. Ja'Cory is still learning how to pass block.
Yeah, no, I agree. And even if with just pass, man, you got a true 1-2 punch there. that either one can take it to the house. They run between the tackles well. They can run on the outside well. Man, that's a
scary backfield. Imagine you having both of them in the backfield at the same time. That's scary. You don't know where the ball going. You're like, okay, we gotta watch both these dudes.
We had no clue.
We gotta watch both of them because they could fake a handoff and throw it to the other one. And now he out on the outside by himself with just a daggone D-back out there.
Yeah, absolutely. So, man, hey, we get started early with this thing, but hey, man, next week we're gonna go through some prospects, man. I can't wait to do it.
Yeah, but yeah, next week, like I said, we're gonna go way more in depth, and we're gonna have every single round next week, and it's gonna be real interesting because we're gonna break down the first round players. We're not gonna break down the second and third round, but I say probably like the top 15, top 20. We're gonna break down those players, and then we're gonna do the mock draft and do the entire 7-round mock draft.
Hey, for it's so funny. I only got 14 players in the first as true first round picks, in my opinion.
Hey, that's why I said next week we're gonna go full in depth because this week we just said we're getting it started back up. We got about 4 weeks before the actual draft comes, so we're getting people ready for the NFL draft. People can talk, and I'm gonna put the link in the chat. If some of y'all want to come up and pick for your teams, you can come up and pick for your teams. I'm gonna let probably about 3 or 4 people come up, and y'all can pick for y'all respectable teams. If both of y'all like the same team, then we'll flip a coin to see who picks for that team.
That sounds perfect to me.
Yeah. But I appreciate everybody for coming through. We got BVO about to come on in about 27 minutes. Y'all go over there, chop it up with BVO. Me and Dub will be over there. But I appreciate everybody for coming through. T Hill, Crush the Legend, Zufa, Quee, G5, Southern T. Who else I'm missing? I'm missing a few people.
Picasso, Rick Timms, Cool Breeze. Did you say Cool Breeze?
Yeah, Cool Breeze. PGH Dog.
The Melvin Nair podcast.
B3.
I think. Did you say Vacay?
Yeah, I said Vacay. BC. I can't forget Darknesses.
Darknesses.
Can't forget Darknesses. But I appreciate everybody for coming through.
Juan as well.
Yeah,
Marky Dan.
Marky Dan, yeah. I can't forget the brothers.
Love y'all, man.
I appreciate y'all coming through. Y'all smash the like button on your way out. We will be back next week, same time, same place, different attitude. Appreciate my man Dub right side. You got any last words?
Hey man, we about to have fun again this year, so I can't wait for it. And hey, real quick, Free, we gotta go over. We gotta see how close we were to our picks last season.
We was way off.
We was way off.
Hey, after week 7, I said, man, I'm done.
Free, look, Free, we were so far off. It don't even make sense. I know I was watching this. I was like, man, he didn't see Seattle doing none of this right here. The Patriots.
Yeah, after week 7, I was like, I'm done. I don't even want to look at this joint. I got them right here. I was like, man, I don't even want to look at them joints no more. I'm done. We was way off. Daggone. I had Seattle going 6-10. I think you had them going 5-11.
11, yeah.
I was like, yeah, we way off.
We didn't have a
way
clue.
off.
We didn't have, look, and they go and win the Super Bowl. You like, all right,
man, not only was we way off with them, but we was way off with New England as well.
Yeah.
We had New England not doing good.
I think I had New England. I think I had them probably winning like 4 games or 5 games or something.
I tell you what you had for New England because I got them right here. I told you I got everything right here. I had New England doing bad. You had New England doing bad. I had New England. Where they at? New England Patriots. Where the fuck is New England at? I had New England at. I had Seattle at 6-11. You had Seattle at 8-9. No, you had Seattle at 8-9.
Still.
Why I cannot see New England on here? I got everybody on here but New England. But I got the paper over here though. I think
we might have skipped
New
New England. Did we skip?
No, we didn't skip them. We both had New England at 5-12. We had New England at 5-12.
And they in the Super Bowl. Clearly, I don't know nothing about football, man. I don't have a clue what I'm talking
we both
about.
had New England at 5-12.
But
yeah.
It is what it is. Who saw them making that jump, man? I didn't see that happening. But I mean, hey, shout out to them.
Yeah. But I gotta say, last year was a fun season. It was a lot of surprise last year. And I think we're gonna have the same amount of surprise this year because like I said, the only team that didn't do nothing in free agency was the Denver Broncos. They didn't sign not one free agent. They made a trade, but they ain't signed no free agents. They didn't do nothing this offseason.
They said they're gonna draft well, man. They said they're gonna draft well.
Yeah. I guess they said we're gonna run with the team that we got, and we drafting all the new players. We was a play away from making it to the Super Bowl. We're gonna stay with the same team we got. But I appreciate everybody for coming through. We will be back next week, same time, same channel, different attitude, and we will see y'all over at BVO. We out. Peace.